Hello everybody, my name is the real PBDN, and today I've got a great game of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare multiplayer playing for you right now. This map is Green Band, I think it's called. This is probably my favorite map so far in this game. I've been playing this game for a while, and this map always stood out above the rest. My friend said that he didn't like it just because there's a hole in the map, actually a couple of holes, that you can fall and basically die to your death. But this is a longer gameplay. It's 11 minutes, so hopefully I'll be able to talk for these full 11 minutes. I actually have a lot to talk about. But as you can see, this probably isn't a game mode that you're used to seeing if you never played Advanced Warfare before. If you played the other CODs, you probably never saw this game mode. This game mode is actually called Uplink, but I'll get into this in a second. My team, we win. We end up winning 17-9, so that's always good to win. And my kill to death was really good. I got 33 kills, and I only died 19. Oh my god. I had 33 deaths, and I only died 19 times. Oh yeah, I also had 6 uplinks in this game, so that means I scored 6 goals, which, this game is kind of like soccer. So I'll get into that in a second. I was the second in the lobby for score and kills, and only one guy had more kills than me, and he had 2 more kills than me. He had 35. So I was kind of disappointed. I probably could have gone better, but I kind of sucked at the end. I don't know what happened, but whatever. But I also was tied for the most uplinks in the lobby, so I scored the most points in the lobby. And yeah, so this game is basically like a soccer game. There's goals on either side of the map. The red one is the one that you're trying to score in, which is the enemy's goal or circle thing. Uplink, I think it's called. And then what I'm holding right now is actually the satellite, it's called. It's basically the ball, but you can press R2 on the PlayStation 4 to throw it, which is just your shooting button, or you can just run it in like I just did right there. Kind of lagged, but I scored because I just like ran into the goal with it. Another way you can do is you can throw it in there, but your guy won't throw it very far, so really be careful with that. Well, actually, if you watched my rage video, you saw that I missed from point blank range, and that was just absolutely ridiculous. I don't know why that didn't go in. But yes, the ball, or the satellite as it's called in this game, starts in the middle of the map. It always spawns in the middle of the map, so the two teams, they run to try and get there, and whoever gets to the middle first gets the ball and gets to try and score first. So as you can see, when you're holding the satellite, you can't actually shoot your gun. What I just realized, I don't think I realized in this game, but you can actually swing the satellite and use it as a knife, and it kills them in one shot, I do believe. But I couldn't figure out how to do it in this game. Later in the game, I throw it at someone. I couldn't figure out how to do it. It's actually just the knifing button, but I play on tactical, so I wasn't really used to that. So I think I squat in front of him because I pressed R3, and then I just ended up throwing it at him, and then I died. So that's always good. Oh yeah, you cannot shoot. Get to the enemies. Okay. Once you score and you put it into the enemy's uplink system, the ball will reset in the middle, or the satellite I should say, resets in the middle, and you get 1 point for your team. Now to win the game, there's 2 rounds. There's a halftime. You can either, to win the first round, well actually you don't win rounds. It's just basically like a halftime, like a soccer game. So let's say one team scores 10 points. That's kind of like a mercy rule for the first half. The first half will end as I uplink another thing. But the first half ends if one team scores 10 points, I believe, and then judging on how good they do in the first half and how quickly they score their 10 points, or if no one did score 10 points, that will set the time limit for the next round. So you could have a 5-minute first round and then a 1.5-minute second round, just because they were getting destroyed, and this game knows that you don't want to sit in the lobby if you're getting your ass handed to you. The class I am using is the HBR A3, which is this gun right here, and I'm not using any attachments. And you're probably like, why aren't you using any attachments? Isn't that pretty stupid? Well, I do pretty good, so you can't really be talking to me. But actually, there's a reason why I'm not using any attachments. I'm trying to get gold. Now, if you didn't play this game, you're probably like, oh, why are you trying to get gold already? Actually, gold is pretty easy to get in this game. All you gotta do is get 50 kills, I think, without any attachments, and then gold just gets unlocked. There are two new camos, well, two other camos. The first camo after, well, camo that everyone's trying to get is diamond, and diamond is like gold from all the other CODs. It's just unlock all the other camos, the weapon challenges for that gun. Now, the new camo that's in Advanced Warfare is called Royal. I have no idea what this looks like. I didn't even look it up, but you unlock Royal by getting Diamond for all the guns in that class. So if you got all Diamond assault rifles, you would unlock Royal assault rifles. So that's how that works. So that's always cool. And then I'm using Overkill with the BAL-27. This gun is the first one you unlock, I believe, in the assault rifles, and I really like this gun. The only negative thing I can say about the BAL is that the kick is just not very good. The recoil is so bad. It just goes up and down like crazy, and it's so hard to control, but you know, that's just something I had to live with to try and balance out the guns. One reason I'm using Overkill isn't actually because I like Overkill or anything like that. It's actually because I was trying to get the gold, god dang, what is this gun called? The HBR, the gold HBR. But you have the pick 13 system, so I still had a couple more slots to use, so I was just like, alright, I'll just put another gun in there. I didn't think I used it, but as I was watching this, I actually did use my secondary gun, the BAL. Gold is 50, I already talked about that. Also a Diamond Royal. On the BAL, I am using the tracker sight, which makes finding enemies so much easier. It's basically like the tracker sight from Black Ops 2, or not the tracker, it's called the target finder from Black Ops 2. It's basically like that, and a guy just fell off the map. I thought that was pretty funny, but that's what I mean. See this part, you cannot fall down right there. You gotta jump over that, boost jump. So there's that. And then moving on to my wild cards, I am obviously using Overkill so I could have that second primary gun, and secondary gunfighter. I'm sorry, I just had a blank right there. The second wild card I'm using is secondary gunfighter, so I can use two attachments on my secondary weapon, which is the BAL. The first perk I'm using is lightweight. This one is an obvious perk that you should always be using when playing this game mode. Lightweight makes you move faster. When you have the satellite, trust me, you need all the speed you can get because people are going to be coming for you. They're going to not want you to score in your goals. So you're going to want to run as fast as you can. Look at how dumb this is. I slid right into the door and I died. The second perk I'm using is cold-blooded. This makes sure that you're not on the enemy's like thermal stuff or target finder stuff like that. And I don't know, I feel like this perk is kind of underrated, like not too many people use it, but I feel like it's a really strong perk and it can really help you out in Call of Duty, at least in this game. And then the third perk I'm using is toughness. A lot of people use this, a lot of people know what it does, and if you don't, you've probably been living under a rock. But basically what it does is if you're being shot at, you will not flinch and point your gun up at the sky like an idiot. You'll actually keep your iron sights and your gun pointed at your target, so it's easier to kill them, and you don't shoot at the sky and waste bullets and time of trying to kill them. You won't die as often. The exosuit ability, I do not know what it's called. I believe it's called like exo stem or something like that. And what it does is it gives you faster health regen. So when I pull out my exosuit and when I touch the button to use my exosuit, it makes my health come back really fast. So I'll use that either when I have the satellite or when I'm hurt like this. You'll see me touch my exosuit and everything goes green and I heal super fast. And then I also turn it off so I can like use it later if I need to, because it does not recharge. The kill streaks I'm using is the UAV, the recon drone thing, I forgot what that one was called, and the care package. Kill streaks are really hard for me to get. I don't know if it's just me because I'm bad, but now all I use is the UAV just because I'd rather have... I did not find this out until later, but your kill streaks actually count towards your pick 13 system. So if you used all 3 kill streaks, it's basically like the pick 10 from Black Ops 2. So I'd rather have 13 things, have you know, like an extra perk or two, instead of having kill streaks that I'm probably never gonna get. So that's always something to think about if you're not very good at the game. My class also changed a lot from playing Uplink for a while. I realized what's good and what's really not good to be using, so that's always good. I'll make another video on that. It just, the one thing you also want to use is the speed exosuit ability, so you can really run faster, and that will extremely help you with that. But that's all I have time for today. I will talk more about the speed exosuit ability in my next video and how to do better in Uplink. So thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye!